Let's do some this war. I'm going to start over because I want to start a fresh game. And we are going to see what we get. Anniversary edition mode. Yeah, sure, whatever. This should be fun. Day 1, it's getting very cold. Alright, so it's going to be a short run, most likely. Because normally your colder runs are also your shorter runs. Alright, so... Oh, we got Trader, we got Sneaky, and we got Builder Boy. So... I want you to get up there and start working on that. I want you to start working on that. And I want you to go over here and start working on this. So... You move. Sneaky girl is sneaky. So our Katya is going to be our primary thief and also our trader. So a lot of this run is going to be on her back to get us through. Builder Boy makes everything easier because he makes it cheaper to build. And anywhere we have to go that's dangerous, we'll send Erica. We won't be able to take as much stuff home with us, but we will at least be able to get in and get out quietly, which will make things a lot easier on our people. So, that will be nice. One of the first things I want to make is a crowbar so that I can start prying open the locked doors and the locked cabinets and stuff. Get ourselves one of those up and going, and we can loot most of the rest of our base here. It also comes in really handy later on when it's time to start prying open stuff when we're out scavenging. I'm not a big fan of lockpicks. About the only person who would use those will be Erica. And that's just because, you know, she's the sneaky one. So I'm going to send him up here and see if we have enough yet to build some good stuff. Actually, I'm going to send him over here to loot. So, because I really want that crowbar early. There we go. All right, fantastic. So we need our metal workshop. Awesome. I'm just going to build it right here. I don't want to use those lockpicks for the most part. I'm going to give them up for trade at some point, most likely. Because, again, the only person who can really use them will be Erica, and, yeah. I don't need to lockpick stuff in my own base, because I could just use, you know, I'm not worried about being loud. That is the least of my concerns. So, do I have a backyard? No, I don't have a backyard at all. Make me that, thank you. So, there's literally nothing she can do right now until he gets that done. But I'm going to have her over here so that when he does finish that, she can go ahead and pry this open, and I can send him up top to go get ready to pry that door open. And Erica should be done very shortly. Perfect. I want you to go up. Oh, go over here, actually. Yeah, you go there. Excellent. Some good stuff from that. I really actually want him building everything, so you go do that, and you come here. I'm gonna need a bed here reasonably quick. After I build the bed, I'll build a stove. Because we will need to cook some water and such. That's for certain. Excellent. So she's got that already. It's going to hit you to go over there. Hopefully about the time you get there, she's finished with what you're working on. And these first few nights, you know, when you get a winter one, it's just about surviving the winter, more or less. If you can survive the 5 or 6 days of winter, I found in this game, you can generally survive the game without much of a problem. But if that first 5 or 6 days of winter wreck you, well, it's a very short game. How are we looking on wood? Speaking of which, we have 2 days worth, 2 to 3 days worth of fuel right now. I'm not going to build a second heater. If I was in a game where I was expecting a long winter, because winter was going to be in the middle of the game, I would definitely build a second heater or an upgraded heater. But right now we just don't have the extra fuel. We won't have the extra fuel. So we're going to have to rely on making sure we can find enough meds and things like that if our people get sick. If they do, well, and we have the meds, it won't be too much of an issue. They'll just be down. Maybe we have to send out one of our people with 10 bag space instead of 12. But it's not the end of the world most of the time. I'm going to send him out here to collect a couple of things of water real quick. I got about an hour, so you can collect 3 things of water in that time. We've looted most of our base thus far. Not all of it by any stretch, but most of. Your nights do end at 8 o'clock. So we've only got a little bit longer to go before the end of the day. And also make sure before the end of the day you've got your stuff. You've got this at 6, you have your people inside, or they will actually die of hypothermia, which is really annoying. Oh, fantastic. That's awesome. So, we're at 6, everybody's inside, we're awesome, good to go. So, Eric is going to be our guard. He's going to sleep, and Kati is going to go search. St. Mary's Church, what do we got here? Priest Olok is known for his charitable work and offering refuge to the poor. You might have something to give away or trade. Vestiary behind the church is abandoned. We could find some useful material there. We're not going to go to the church until we have a shovel. A shovel is not necessary, but it's nice. It is, however, absolutely necessary to have a saw. So we also need a saw to loot everything at the gas station. But we can loot most of the gas station without a saw. It's just some of it's going to take a little bit. So, oh wow, we have 5 lockpicks. Fantastic. Those will eventually get traded for wood and such. So, and tonight is just grab everything good we find. We do need 4 weapon parts. And the reason for that is to make an axe, and then we can chop down all the wood in our place. And at that point, we should pretty much be set for wood. The moment you can get an axe and start taking an axe with you sometimes is the moment that the game becomes quite a bit easier. Because if you get somewhere like school, which has lots of desks and stuff that you can go chop down, you can always take your axe, go chop that, spend a night, and just collect a whole bunch of wood and just help yourself out, help your survival out a whole lot by getting that wood and everything there for you. You don't always get the opportunity to get the weapon parts you need, unfortunately, though. And you're not going to see me doing much trading early on right now, simply because in the winter, the stuff that I would need to be trading for is mostly stuff that's going to be burnable, and the price of it is significantly more expensive in the winter than the rest of the time. So the winter is going to be pretty scarce. It's going to literally be just try to get through. That's all we're trying to do wintertime. Just try to make it on. I do kind of wish this game had a fast forward sometimes, though, as we sit here and wait. If we had a shovel, we could have gone through this a whole lot faster, but we'd also have one less bag space. And we don't have either of the guys with extended bag space on them. The slow guy that has the massive amount of bags or the guy that has 15. So, with that being the case, then we've got to conserve bag space where we can. I'm going to take those. I'm going to leave all the others. I don't really need sugar right now. It's something that will be much more useful later on. Let's see. Definitely want that. I don't care about either of those right now. Wood is useful. I'm going to need this eventually. I don't need it right now. I can certainly grab it on another day. So, because I'm going to be back here in a day or two. Alright, so first huge decision. Well, that's absolutely going away. And that too is going away. I'll be back for the rest of this stuff tomorrow night, but this is good. We need the weapon parts. We absolutely need these, and you want regular parts anytime you can get them. Because I need those to build traps so that I can create food. Ooh. Those are huge to getting through. We will be coming back tomorrow, so the stuff we don't take tonight shouldn't be too much of an issue. If there is anybody here and that's something that isn't a rat, which it is a rat, and that's kind of what I expected it to be. Oh, I have my chicken dinners up still. I certainly don't need that. Take that down right now. There we go. Alright, there's some more food and such. When we get back, Katia will be the first one to go to sleep unless we have a reason not to. The trader will show up here pretty soon, but again, we're not really going to be using the trader at all here in the first few days. I'll take those, thank you. Alright, yeah. We've probably got 2 more days in this gas station, I would imagine. I would love to get some more weapon parts. Oh, regular parts. I'll certainly take those. That one part's just going to have to stay here today. There's nothing here I'm willing to drop for it right now. First night, I'm just trying to maximize what I take back home with me. There's a second one. Awesome. So there's lots of wood. There's 2 parts. There's a lot of other stuff around here, so it's going to be nice coming back. Day 1 should be no issue. You don't get attacked in winter very often. It's cold. People don't want to go outside even to rob people. Yeah, no shock there. So, she's going down. Let's see. I'm going to send Erica out to go collect a bunch more water. Things that we're going to need. Is there anything here that we need right now? No, there's nothing we need right now. So, I'm just going to have her get 10 things of water right now. Is there anything? No, I can't build a knife right now. I don't want any of these. Exit. Okay. So, let's see about upgrading this then. Do I have? Yeah, I have everything I need to start making my upgrades. I'll also have to upgrade the metal place before I can make my axe. So right now we have quite a few days worth of food. And once I make some filters, we'll be able to make some water as well. Water is much easier to make in winter, but it's so much more costly. Alright, we actually managed to find enough small parts to make our first trap. And that is massive. To be able to make a trap already is so huge. To get some sort of food coming in. So, we don't need to make any water just yet, and I'm going to try and wait out doing that very thing. If I have to, I will use my snow. But as I was sitting here thinking about it, it's like water is so much more expensive to make in the winter, and even with it being so much easier, that if I can wait it out, I'm going to. I'm going to use the little chicken, the little foot piece of meat there. Go send him down here, have him put a couple more pieces of wood in. Our people are, in after all, quite cold right now at 44 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, 12 degrees above freezing. Let's see, do I have enough wood to... Yeah, I can sacrifice a little bit of wood for that. Because tomorrow I'm basically just going to be coming home with wood and parts, more or less. So she'll be waking up in just over an hour. Katya will. And when she wakes up, I'll put Erica to sleep. From there, I don't think there's going to be much more for me to do. There we go. From that point, I don't think there's much more for Erica to do. Since that's already building, I can move him off of it, send Katya up there to finish it, have him come down here. I don't think it's any cheaper than 4 to build. Oh, it is cheaper. He makes it 3 to build a filter. That absolutely makes it worthwhile. So he's going to make a filter for us. Which is great. Let's look at how the rest of our wood is looking. Where... we have 18 for fuel. Fantastic. That is really good. I guess go build a snowman. Alright, what do I need to upgrade my workbench over here? That's going to be important. I need a little bit of wood and I need a lot of components. Alright, that's not too bad. So, once we get through the wooden components, or once we get the wooden components for that, which it'll probably be a couple days because I don't see myself doing those just yet. I don't want to steal from the priest. So I'm trying to just hit up the gas station for a little bit. Sorry, I've got a friend constantly whispering me. I'm trying to do that until I either have enough stuff to build that upgrade and make what I need, or to or the next area to open up. One of the two. Alright, I'm having Marvin go down. See if this opens up for alright, end of the day. Ah, good, the supermarket opened. What do we have here? Might be dangerous, aka don't go there without some sort of a weapon. But that also makes it worth taking, or worth going to. So we're going to do one more day at the gas station, and we're going to loot the rest of this, and then we're going to go to the supermarket. So you're going to guard, you're going to scavenge, and you're going to sleep in the bed. And we are going to head off. Nope, I don't want that right now. I did drop some stuff I know. I want down here. I want that tin water. Yeah, I want that tin, and I want that. And then I want that, and I want that. The other stuff right now can stay. I'm not particularly worried about it. At this point, I'm going to pick up those components, and everything else is going to be wood and parts. Don't want that. There's another day's worth of looting here once I get a saw. And then there are the components that I wanted. There's another day's worth of looting here, actually. Between the wooden stuff that I've got. There's that part. So I believe that was the last part I needed to build my last Rap Trat. So I can start making 2 pieces of food at a time. Which is awesome. Just making sure. Pretty much full up, yeah. So we are running to the exit. So we will be back again here tomorrow. So when we go to the supermarket, it's one of a couple of scenarios. No matter what, I'm taking my crowbar, but if I could have my axe or a knife first, that would be preferable. Because if I have to use one of those, or if it's one of the things that I'm thinking of, then there's a guy that I will actually need to kill in order to save someone's life. Alright, fantastic. So, rat trap number 2, we're going to go get that built up there. There's literally nothing for Erica to do right now during the day. I don't need her to do anything. Marvin's building it all. The trader should be by here soon. I might have enough stuff to trade for something, but it's just so expensive in winter to do that. Alright, put that wood there. I am going to do something that's going to seem very weird. I'm going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of food. Or, well, what food I can. And the main reason for that is somebody can break in and they can steal your vegetables and they can steal your meat. But if you've already turned it into a soup, they can't do that. So if you've already turned it, into a soup, it's safe. All right, let's go see if Trader Boy's got anything I want. Alright, what am I missing to build that, upgrade this now? 3 parts and a whole lot of components. Alright, Trader Boy, what do you got for me? So, you have my weapon parts. Those are coming with me. So, alright, so we have our weapon parts. That's one of the first things we needed. We don't really need food at this moment. I'm going to be picking up a whole bunch of wood here soon, but components are going to be something that are always something that's hard to come by. So, I'm only going to keep 1 lockpick. All the others are getting traded. Most likely. Now, if I do this, where does this... See how expensive components are? They're just so stupidly expensive to get this stuff. I can get this, the 4 weapon parts with 2 of those. I mean, it's just doesn't make much sense. Wood is stupid expensive right now. The water is also really stupid expensive. I could trade for components to make stuff later on, like herbs and sugar and stuff right now that's not really worth a whole lot comparatively. And maybe, let's just see about that. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, if you right-click, by the way, that's how you do whole groups. I mean, I'm sitting pretty good on most of this stuff. Materials are just stupidly expensive. Is it worth the trade? Is it worth giving up the lockpicks now to get the materials? I mean, that would get me 16 materials for the 6 lockpicks, which is, I think, about what the lockpicks are worth. I think they're worth about 6. They're not amazing. I'm not giving up my jewels yet because I want to use those later on if I can, but maybe I just need to spend them now. So that 1 jewel got me 8 more components. Means I won't be able to take the boat exit, but I will at least be better off now. It's not worth it to trade another jewel in this deal. Maybe I'll do another one. So, alright, so I have 1 more jewel to trade. I'm keeping that 1 lockpick. You don't have any parts for me to trade for. So, this should get me, I think, 8. 7 is what it gets me. Can I get water to go with it? No. Can I get a sugar cube? No. Cigarette? No. I know I couldn't get that one. Maybe that one. No. So is this 1 jewel worth 7 more components currently? Most likely, unfortunately, yes. I believe it probably is. I really don't want to be trading this stuff in winter because it's such a crappy price for the trades. If this wasn't winter, I could get literally twice this, but whatever. It is what it is. I need the stuff to make what I want, so I could make the knife, which would be really useful if I go supermarket tomorrow, but I'm not going supermarket yet. I need 3 more parts, which he didn't have for me to trade for, unfortunately. I can't afford to use the wood currently. So I think what we do is mostly just going to be sit tight for the time being. She's going back to sleep for another 4 hours. I've got all those components, which is awesome. But I need parts. And like I have 6 weapon parts right now. You know what? I need to make that knife. I don't want to make that knife right now, but I need a weapon for defense at home, defense at the base most of the time. Because if you don't take it with you, then the person who's guarding uses it. And also, I need a weapon to kill that guy, to kill any guards and such that I might have to come across. This is not a game that you really are trying to kill people in. You don't want to kill people unless there's a reason for it in this game, because it will mess with your characters to do that. You can end up with your characters being broken and unable to act, unable to do anything. And that is really heartbreaking. I've lost games where my people basically starved to death because they were broken and they wouldn't move. Or in the middle of the night, they decided to just leave because of what had happened. And there's nothing you can do to stop them when they're in that state. When they're in that state, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And that's just that. Am I ready to go to the supermarket yet? I do not think. No, I still have a day's worth of looting. Well, I want my axe. I'm probably going to have to go to the supermarket to get my axe. And I know I can't get the... No, we're going to the supermarket tomorrow. No, we're going to the supermarket tonight. So, taking that, and I'm taking my weapon in case I need it. If it's the military guard, it's literally... You have to kill them. If it's the other guys, then it's just a who cares thing, and they avoid you and you avoid them. And I'm pretty certain it's the guard. It is in fact the guard. So, we're going to watch this. And that's the end of him. So, she runs away. You kill the guy. Unfortunately, I got slightly wounded. Means that Kati is probably not going out tomorrow, as I'm going to need her to stay home. You know, stay back and kind of rest. And that right there was basically the exact expected outcome. I thought it was going to be that guy, which is why I brought the knife. And I was able to take him out with minimal damage taken. You know, you don't want to fight in this game. Anytime you can avoid fighting, you want to avoid fighting. So at this point, we're just going to search for the very best stuff we can find. Hopefully we can find some more parts and some weapon parts, and then we're going to get out. You know. That's basically where we are here on this one. Tomorrow, I'm going to build everything that I can. Hopefully we find the parts and stuff we need for me to be able to upgrade my my metal workshop so that I can make my axe, so I can chop all that stuff down. I would like to get through winter having my base entirely sealed up. That would be fantastic. That makes you much less vulnerable to having people be able to attack you. Nah, Tagger, I just started streaming a little bit ago. I was like, well, I think I'm going to play some of this War of Mine, so why not go ahead and throw up the stream for it. I think I'm going to make a YouTube video about it, out of it as well. So I've been quite enjoying the streaming part. So, and hey, you know, it's not like I have anything to lose. I think I can take an extra one of those. No, I can only take one at a time. That sucks. So, I don't know how long I'm going to be playing this or anything. I may go do some PUBG in a little bit. I've got so many games that I want to play on stream because I also want to do some... At some point, I'm probably going to do some Darkest Dungeon. At some point, I'm going to do some XCOM, but I think right now I'm just going to try and get through a run of this War of Mine before I start any of those. Let's see. I don't need one water, so I'll take that wood. Wood, tobacco, medicine. Now, how's your day been so far? I think I'm going to make, if I do this as episodes, which I really think I am probably going to do, I think I'm going to make each episode about 3 days, so this is probably the end of this War of Mine. because I think 3 days is about perfect. Oh, I'm sorry your D&D session got canceled. I do rather enjoy my D&D, and well, in my case, it would be Starfinder. And while I'm not a big fan of the game, I am a big fan of the group of guys, which is the reason that I still play it. Ooh, I'll be grabbing all this stuff tomorrow, but honestly, right now, I need weapon parts and I need regular parts. Those are the things that I'm looking for. Ooh, excellent. Take both of those. So, yeah, I think it's going to be to PUBG after this. See if maybe I can get another victory. Oh, that sucks. So it was a late cancel. Our cancel this week was because our GM had a men's retreat or something like that that he needed to go to. So there was no way he could GM. And I've never GM'd Starfinder. Plus, I'm not a big fan of Starfinder Society. I don't like a lot of the mechanics that you have to play by in order to play Society. So I offered to make a campaign for the future that would be a homebrew that I thought would be a lot of fun, that would change a lot of the mechanics that I don't think are good, strong mechanics. But they didn't bite because they want their Society credit. Have you ever played Pathfinder? If you've ever played Pathfinder, just think Pathfinder in space. Otherwise, it's kind of like Space D&D. It's just that in Starfinder and Pathfinder as well, you're not allowed to play evil. You can't be a bad guy. So it's kind of like you're always the good guys searching to squelch evil, and there's no real neutral narrative or evil narrative to the game. So your agency to play the character you want to play is sorely diminished. I'll say that much. And a lot of the mechanics also remove your agency. Like the confusion mechanic within Starfinder has a 75% chance to make the decision for you on what your character does. Ah, crap, I kept talking and forgot to take Katya home. Whoops. So she won't get home until like 8 o'clock. I guess I'll probably make this episode a 4-day episode. We got raided, no problems. Excellent. Alright, he's very hungry, she's very hungry, but also very tired. So I will have her go put some wood on. Nah, that's all good. That's a skill that I have to develop. The ability to play and speak at the same time. So, yeah, I don't like that it makes that mechanical decision for you. And like I said, like for confusion, there's a 75% chance that what the fusion mechanic is going to do is going to be determined for you. So 75% of the time, you're going to roll the dice, and if it's a 25% or below, you get to choose what happens. And if it's the other 75%, then it's predetermined by the card. So it removes your agency to make your own decisions for your character as to what you want to do, which in my opinion is just very bad mechanics. And things like that take a lot of the fun out of the game. But the game can be a ton of fun. The ship battles are kind of fun. The overall mechanics of the game are fun. They fixed it so that if you're playing a healing character, when you heal within 5 yards of an enemy, they don't get an attack of opportunity, which I think is excellent. Which was a mechanic from Pathfinder that I thought was a very bad mechanic. So, overall, I think it's a step up from Pathfinder, for certain. It's not amazing, but it's definitely a step up. What's this guy's proposition? Hey, Katia's home. What do you want? Yep, I'll search the abandoned house with you. Where is Katia? There she is. All right. Slightly wounded and very hungry. But importantly, home. So I will probably take Erica out tomorrow, most likely. If I had to guess. Let's see, do I have enough stuff to upgrade this? Yes, I do. So Katia is going to upgrade that right now. It's more expensive for me to upgrade it without What's-His-Doodle here, but I don't want to wait until tomorrow. Alright, so Katia, you're going to sleep. Your characters can be, by the way, very hungry. Hungry is just fine. And if they hit very hungry, that's just fine too. You just can't let them get to starving. The game, after all, isn't try to get your people through an amazing, in the best shape of their life. It's get your people through alive. If you're hungry, you're alive. Because you can tell that you're hungry. So, you'll notice my people are almost always hungry. So, alright, so she ate. No, 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 I want you to keep sleeping. Alright, she's content but hungry. So at this point, I'm going to put another piece of wood on the fire. How much more wood do I have? 6 pieces of wood. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to put some wood on the fire, and I'm going to see about making a... Do I want a saw yet? I don't need a saw right now. As a matter of fact, I don't need anything to loot the other place other than just to go there. So we're going to end day. So it's at night. Katia is wounded. She's going to just sleep in the bed. She's going out to scavenge. I'm not going to military outpost. That's only good to go to if you are going to... Woohoo! Thank you for the host, Gilly. Much appreciated. It's only good to go to military if you're going to trade, which I'm not opposed to sending Katia to do some night. But right now it's still the middle of winter, and the prices are stupid expensive. So we're just going to send Erica... And she's going to go to the market, and we're going to get aimlessly followed around by this lady because we saved her friend. And I'm not going to lie, I have actually killed her before. Because she won't leave you alone. And it annoys me so much. Don't do that, by the way. It makes your people depressed. So, it's a very bad idea. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying I've done that. Let's see. Take that and that. Go away, lady. Just shoo. Nobody likes you. You're creepy. Why are you following me around? Every damn time. Those can both stay there right now. I have no use for either of them. Piss off, lady. Nobody likes you. Do I want the broken gun? These are both excellent for trade. And you can use this to make a bandage. You can use this to make alcohol, or to make this. I mean, I should take them. It's not going to further my building of stuff very well right now, but it is going to make my gameplay a little better. Do I need the weapon part? I'm going to assume that I need the weapon part right now. And I don't need that right now. And you always need parts early on. Like, if you can get parts, you should always pick up parts. You'll almost never not need them. Alright, do I have any wood? Or no, I don't have either of those. I don't need water right now, so I'm going to take you. Go away! I'll be back for the vegetables. So I'm taking the fertilizer that I've got there, even though fertilizer it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to take over food. But I can take the fertilizer and put it in the traps to make food. So it's about the same in the end. And with all things being equal, I like to spread out my stuff. I told you, this lady's just going to keep following me around. There's no way to make her go away. Ooh, part. Lock the door on her. I would totally do that if I could. And I'm hoping she doesn't take my food. I'm just trying to get the rest of this stuff that I'm already carrying. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And then when I get back, I'm going to... That'll be the last day of this War of Mine for today. I'll stream some more... not tomorrow night, because it's Super Bowl night, and I'll be over at Inviz's house. And I'll finally get to see his mom since I moved back home, which I'm stoked for. I always loved Beth growing up. She was amazing. Crazy old lady, go away. So much food here. Holy crap. So much food. The military can do what they want with impunity. I don't care, lady. I was just saving her life because it's the right thing to do. Hop. No, ma'am, we don't want to donate to the Children at Risk charity. Pretty much. If she starts playing in the arms of an angel, I'm turning the computer off. I can't do anything with this broken gun yet either I'm carrying around, but eventually it'll be a good defensive thing to have. Oh, I'm so sorry, kind of. Not really. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Will you not be here when I come back, please?